What's up, Bob? What's up, Chilky? Thanks for the likes, dudes. Love the live. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. How's your day going? We just started. We've been live for like 12 seconds. Wow. Fort was literally immediately. Fort commented on the stream like as I hit the live button. Damn, Fort saying, oh shit, are we lagging real bad? My whole computer frozen? What's happening? Hold me now. 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Good, man. Bob, good. Got a bunch of editing done. Throwing in the towel on that. And we're going to play a couple of video games here. That's about it, I guess. Fucking, I'm already looking forward to dinner. I don't think it's that late. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. Let's go for the double bridge gap real quick. Mr. 80s Flow, thank you for the heart me. How goes it? What's your favorite? Great question, Fort. What's up, Oscar? Fort says, what's your favorite GTA 5 radio station? Let me think. I'm gonna be honest, Fort. I haven't turned on GTA in probably 2 years. Or something like that. I have like over 30 days worth of game time on GTA. On just one of my accounts, one console. So don't get me wrong. I played GTA a lot, but it's been long enough that I don't know if I can remember any of the names of the radio stations. There was one that was kind of like on the left, kind of like the bottom left side of the yo, Harry, thank you for the heart me. It was some sort of like my dream rig is backing in beside me right now. We might have to end the live to go walk through this guy's truck. No fucking way this thing's backing in beside me right now. It's just a camper on a Kodiak. I have to get out and talk to this guy right now. Do I end the stream? I have to get out and go talk to this guy at this exact moment. I cannot miss out on this opportunity. Rebel Radio, that's exactly it for it. It's on the left side. That's a Chevy. Dude, that is my dream rig. Take us with, dude. I wish I could. Oh, dude, I gotta get out and get him right now while I can.
is the story of one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine. He hears grinding or belts slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Cassie was in the sink. Cassie was in the sink. She was also on the countertop. Look at this rig that just pulled. I guess I can just show you guys out. Jojo, check this out. Never mind, I can't reach it. My literal dream rig just pulled up right beside me. I was watching her. 80s Flow's all commenting, get off the counter. Could you guys see? Ooh, she's gonna get in trouble. Dude, I hate to say it, she's gotten really bad about barking. But I'm so glad I went out and talked to him. I'm so glad. As every overlanding rig that I've ever talked to, every owner, they always have some weird like European accent, and they always are the most cold-shouldered motherfuckers, dude. Like, I tried to talk to him, and it's like one-word answer for every question that I ask, and like clearly like irritated that someone has taken interest in their rig. Every time, it's always been like weird vibes, and once again, that checked out. Badass truck, right? It's a Chevy Kodiak 4x4. He just has a normal camper on the back. I can't afford it. I'm so glad that I went out and asked, because otherwise I would have, what would have happened is I would have saw him back in, and then for the next month I would have been thinking how that rig parked right beside me. I could be, don't be weird when you get one right, dude. I have to get one to offset it. I have to get one to offset all the cringy, like, rich people. But there's a reason that there's only cringy rich people that own them, and it's because they're crazy expensive. He was a, I asked him about, what'd I say? I don't know, just said super badass. I've been looking at Chevy Kodiaks like crazy. And he said, oh yeah, man, well, they're super cheap. And when he said that, that's when I knew it was game over. That's when I knew. This guy's in a different tax bracket than me. And, yeah, he goes, yeah, they're super cheap. You can find, like, an old truck for, like, $45K, throw a camper on it, you have a sweet overlanding rig for over 100. Or for under 100K. I'm like, alright. That's not cheap. 45K for a 2003 truck is definitely not cheap. And then he said that his engine blew up. His Duramax blew up at 110,000 miles, and it cost him $10,000. Or, geez, my bad. It cost him. Let me restart. 110,000 miles. His engine blew up. It cost him $30,000 to replace it. He bought a $45,000 truck. The engine blew up, and he had to throw $30K into it again immediately. With under, yeah. Granted, I 100% am sure that was no discount. He didn't do a thing to make it cheaper. He didn't do anything himself or have a homie do it or nothing. Once again, it's the overlander guys. They're always on a different budget. You just have, dude had a carbon fiber leg. Dude has a carbon fiber leg. So you know that he's doing all right, hopefully. But when you hear somebody say that they're cheap and then follow up with 45K, it's like, whoa. That's not cheap. Not to me. I guess to a lot of people it is cheap. But yeah, 30K. That's what I asked him if he had any issues with it or any complaints. He goes, yeah, just only having to put a new engine in. Definitely on a different tax bracket, right? Yep. Must have been a dentist or something, right, dude? It is like on that level. It is definitely like crazy big money level. I want it so bad, dude. I need to just... What do I need to do? How do I make that shit happen? Sell the fucking van? Be homeless for a little while? It's like 1,000 times cooler than my van. It is incredible. Sitting in the same exact parking space, as cool as it gets. What does he give it, JJ? JJ, a crazy Kodiak just pulled up beside me. Crazy 4x4 Chevy Kodiak. Ooh. MT, honestly, that's the only way I could do it. That's the only way I could get it done. Yeah, right, Ryan. Right. You're right, that is kind of the vibe of that. But he's kind of got a point. When you get into like overlanding world, man, it's crazy the money that goes into overlanding in the sense of like camper overlanding, not just like overlanding like trucks, but especially like overlanding camper rigs. They get so pricey so fast, and like everything's expensive. Everything. Oh. Dude, that's got my heart feeling funny, just seeing that thing sitting there. Favorite car brand? Too many to have one. That's how my brother lives, and in style. Yep, I mean, it's an option. It's not a bad thing. Hola, Pedro. He says, ja, 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 ja. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy aprendiendo español, amigo. crashing. Mine's Kia. Your favorite car company is Kia. Yeah, dude, $1 billion. I think do almost anything in the world for $1 billion. Of course, Bing Bong. Of course I'd do that for $1 million bucks. You kidding me? That sounds like a steal. That sounds like a total steal. With $1 billion, I could buy Kodiak. Easy work. I'd do that immediately. Honestly, I'd do it for just a truck. Kia boys love that comment. Oh my god, 80s Flow, that's hilarious. He might have been serious when he was saying his favorite car is the Kia. Are you inspired by the Kia boys, Trey? Is that where the Kia love is stemming from? I didn't even think of that. I just thought that was a total joke. He could be dead ass. And Kia makes some cool cars now. 2024, like new Kias. There's a couple, like what? The Kia Stinger, of course. Thing's fucking lit. Super sick. I feel like a couple of their commuter cars are also starting to look pretty good. Am I making shit up? Is it the Kia Stinger? Am I tripping? Is the Stinger made by Kia? Yo, Beans also has some money. What's up, Mr. Muazo? Thank you, player. Muazo, we'll have beans tonight on you. Baked beans on the menu for dinner tonight. It is a Kia. Okay, yeah. Those things are sick. When the Stingers first dropped, that was probably like 5 years ago at least now, wasn't it? God damn it, dude. I'm getting old. I'm getting old and I'm just living the same way every day. It's been 5 years. Well, never mind. That was leading into the whole, like, I should sell the van and get a track. Or a truck. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to do it. We're working in the right direction. I cannot believe it, though. Of all the rigs to pull up beside me. Why has it gotta be that? 30 grand for a new engine. That's just what's going over and over in my head. I can never make that work. Smiley, I ain't picky. I like the Stinger. Me too, man. I love the Stinger. When it first dropped, I argued that it was cooler than like a current day M5 or M3. Dude has a YouTube too. I haven't looked it up yet. He had a YouTube sticker on the side of his rig. I don't know why we're lagging. I started Starlink up like a full hour before stream with hopes of it not lagging too. Oh, dude, it's so sick. That rig is so fucking cool. Big ass forward. Also, he said that wheels and tires was 12 grand. His wheels and tires set. He converted it from a dually, and he got super singles on the back. I don't know if it's called that when you're not drag racing. It looks bad. It looks like $10,000 in wheels. It 100% looks like $10,000 in wheels, for sure. After he said it, I took a step back, and I was like, okay, yep. Once again, I can't afford this. Bro's flexing. I was kind of trying to ask that. I was also, well, no, I didn't ask him pricing about nothing. I just asked him if he liked it, if he had any regrets, or if he'd do anything differently. You're right, he was. He was totally flexing. But that was super valuable information. That's exactly what I was looking for. He gave me exactly what I was hoping to hear. You know what I mean? Like, just confirmation of like, yeah, you're not ready for that shit yet. Even if you can buy the truck, if you can afford, just because you can afford to buy it, just doesn't mean that I could afford to own it. And I think that the Expedition rig is like that for me still. Like, theoretically, I could buy a truck, I could buy a house, but for how long would that work? $12,000 for wheels and tires. Isn't it crazy all the levels to things? Like, it starts off like skateboarding. You're like, wow, dude, skateboarding's kind of expensive. Decks and shoes and wheels and bearings always going bad. And then you move on to BMX, and you're like, oh wow, BMX is super expensive. So I can spend over $1,000 on my BMX bike. And then you move into mountain biking, and it's like 3 times what BMX costs. And it's like, holy shit, BMX is really expensive. And then you snowball into cars, and you're like, oh my god, cars are really expensive. That makes all the other hobbies like nothing. And then you start looking at trucks, and you're like, holy shit, cars are really expensive. I think you'll get it, dude. I think you'll figure it out. I appreciate you, 80s Flow. I think so too. I hope so too. I just keep taking all these little, when I keep seeing sick rigs like this in person, I just keep taking it as like a little reminder. Just keep on doing the thing. They're out there. Can't afford one yet. Can't afford one yet. Right? Yet. Maybe. I don't know, dude. Fucking $100,000 for a truck is insane. Especially given that it's an old truck. Oh, it's so scary to think. $50,000 engine. 10 grand at the tire shop. I mean, that's my net worth. That's my literally, that's everything I'm worth. Like, every bit of my worth would have cost just to get new tires and an engine in that, let alone buying it. I would have sold the van and then took that same amount of money and went in debt that same amount of money. Like, it would have cost like twice my life to get into that rig and then have that happen. I would have went from having no debt to like, my net worth is now gone, and I have just as much debt as I used to think that I was worth. In the sense of like the van being worth like 30 grand or some shit. That's a crazy thought. So I can't buy an overlanding truck until I have like $100,000 or what? Yeah, that's what. How do people actually do that? People actually have that much money? That seems unfathomable. It's alright. Someday, maybe. Crazy pull, though, to have that parked beside me. Of all the crackhead rigs I've been parking beside for however long, nuts to have a Kodiak pull up beside me. It's like, even if I had 100 grand and I could buy the truck and camper, then I still would have been in the hole for like $45,000 just for an engine and tires. Wheels. I should say wheels, because it was a full wheel set, not just tires. So then it's like, so I can't buy an overlanding truck until I have $150,000? And then by the time I would ever have $150,000, is the gang still here? Miata, dude, you're here. Mwazo's here. Then, by the time that I could have that much money, inflation would hit, and it would have to be 200. That's about how that works. And truck prices would randomly go up because some weird shit in the government happened with diesels or who knows what. Man. So sick. He does give rich guy vibes. I wish I gave rich guy vibes. I give scattered van guy vibes. Miata, I actually just found this game recently. I played MX bikes a lot. I've streamed MX bikes a handful of times. But I just picked up this game and started streaming it not too long ago. Super fun. You got a motorcycle. What kind of motorcycle do you have, Miata? What you got? Crazy, man. That rig is huge. $45 grand for just the truck. That's what he considered cheap. I was living in some false reality, dreaming that I was going to come across a random Kodiak for 20s with around 100,000 miles. But it turns out the engine can pop at 100,000 miles. So now I don't know about that. Oh my god, imagine I did that. Wheelie up the ramp, nose wheelie across the box. Should I try that? Should I attempt that a couple times? I think we might be able to get that in a couple pulls. Damn, that thing's so cool. Dude, no way, you have a Grom Miata? Shit, you wheeling at me? You wheeling at me? Battery box probably at like 80s. Probably in the 80s. Whoa. Alright, let's do a little wheelie, nose wheelie here. I forgot what I was doing. I need to come wheeling into it. I need to be hitting the ramp at like right at balance point. Not yet, I'm getting better, dude. Nice, you're trying wheelies? Hell yeah, Miata. Groms are sick. They are. I wondered about a Grom real heavily. Shit. When I was looking into the E-Moto, I was heavily considering going for a Grom instead of the E-Moto. Still wouldn't mind to pick one up at some point in time. I've been talking about getting a rear hitch. Oh, a rear hitch installed. Install a rear hitch myself. So then I can get a rear hitch dirt bike hauler. So then I could have a gas bike and a dirt electric bike at some point in time. A Grom is definitely up there on the list of bikes that I would want. Okay, so I think that wheelie to nose manual, nose wheelie, that was a one time. That was a one hit wonder. Smash face. Thanks for the likes. Dude, Kid Versa with a fucking 10 super. Bro, appreciate. Shout out Kid Versa. I get louder, but I have a next door neighbor. Dude with the cool truck did pull up like right by me. Damn, dude. Kid Versa, shout out. Thank you. Fun little bike, super user friendly and light. Right. The thing that scared me away from the Grom on the van was how wide they are. For the sense of loading it onto the rack and not like scratching up, not like feeling all tight hitting the side of the van. Oh, missed that jump. What would you guys like to see on stream? Should I just run Fortopia? Are you still in here? Should I just fire up Beam right now on controller? Oh, that's right. I couldn't get Beam to work on controller. Shit. Wait, what happened to JJ? I thought JJ was gonna join. Wait a minute. Kid Versa, how's your day going, man? Appreciate. My dog is so fucking cute. You see that shit? Look how cute that is. Her big old brown eyes. What's she looking at? I think she's looking at herself in the reflection of the iPad, or she's looking at something in the reflection of the iPad. Big dog, long dog. Kid with a fucking 5 super. Appreciate you, dog. Hope you're having a great Wednesday, dude. I am. I got a bunch of editing done this morning. Ooh, got some emails sent out. Is that all I did today? I mean, cleaned up the van like always. What do you want? Rutting around in the bed. Huh? What do you want? I haven't, Alfred. Last year and this year I said that I wanted to go down to Baja California, Baja Mexico. Ironically, that's the dude in the overlanding rig that just parked by me. That's where he just got here from. That's where he just got here from. But I haven't done it. I haven't crossed the border. I've had a couple of friends say not to. Just couldn't quite to get that front wheel up. Kid, thank you, man. About as wide as it is long. It's hilarious, Miata. Yeah, that was the kind of vibe I was getting from him. And like for like the front hitch where I have my dirt bike, a Grom would not fit there very well. The E-Ride being so narrow definitely helps out with loading it, unloading it. Ooh, and being able to open up my hood while the bike's still on the bike rack. It's not too big. Also, not only is there like $100,000 sick ass overlanding rig right beside me, here's the diversity of van living in San Diego. A dude with a $100,000 4x4 badass, my literal dream rig to a T. If money wasn't a question, I think I'd go military truck if money wasn't a question. My second tier dream truck if money wasn't an option. Maybe it would be my actual dream truck if money wasn't an option because I could build it better than. Anyway, that's parked right beside me, $100,000 camper truck, and behind me is a middle-aged dude, middle-aged Hispanic father-looking figure who has just been walking around in the park in his underwear for the past 3 hours. He's just sitting on the picnic table right now. He cut himself up. Looks like he's having like some like cheese and crackers. No way he's about to do some weird shit. What's he doing now? What's he gonna do with that bag? He also was walking over to. He put some pants on, man. The guy finally put some pants on. Dude has just been walking around treating the public park like it's literally like it's his bathroom. Or like his house on like a Sunday morning or some shit. Just strolling around in his underwear. Hanging out on the beach in his underwear. He walked down to the water, got a handful of seaweed off the beach. Why'd your friend tell you not to? Alfred, I had a guy, a Hispanic in Grand Junction, Colorado, that said don't go down there. And this is kind of like common rule of thumb for travelers going south, is don't go without a group. But he was like, yeah, dude, in that van with the dirt bike hanging off the front, you are a target through and through. So, possibility of getting robbed. Much higher possibility than in the U.S. anyway. What's good, Mr. CJ? I don't know why my computer's bugging right now. Should I kill the stream and we play like some Modern Warfare? Nah, I'm 15 minutes away from my 45-minute long stream. We're doing good, man. Been playing track day for half hour now. To be honest, I'm kind of getting bored. It might be time. What else do I have on my computer? I can play Skate 3. Or I mean, I can play Skater XL. On CJ, my dream rig just parked right beside me. I immediately went out and bugged the guy with a bunch of questions. But it was a rude awakening. I can't afford my dream rig. There's a reason that my dream rig is gonna stay in my dreams. Uh-oh, I know, dude. Actually, it was a good thing. It made me less tempted. It made me feel like less like, why don't I just go do it right now? I don't go do it right now because I can't afford to go do it right now. It's a sick-ass Chevy Kodiak. 4x4, camper on the back, big fucking truck. Sick overlanding 4x4. It was one of the first things I said to him. I was like, dude, I've been on Chevy Kodiaks like every night non-stop for days. Pictures do not do this thing justice. Like the bottom of the door is probably like my fucking hood height. It's a big fucking rig. I mean, look at him compared to the wheel. He's down there like polishing the wheel. He pulls up and immediately pulls out the brush and starts polishing up his wheels. Very overlander guy of him. Very rich overlander guy of him. I wish I had pride in my things. Yeah, he pulled up and he goes, yeah, man, they're really cheap. You get them for around 45 grand on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, huh, that's really cheap to some people. for a 2003 truck. Really cheap. That's not even the part that convinced me otherwise. Because I knew that. I knew that's about the average. I thought the average was lower than that. I thought I was going to be able to find a crazy good deal on one for around 20, 25. If I found like the random perfect deal, some farmer in Indiana doesn't know what he has, there's a little bit of, he crashed it or some shit, a little bit of damage that I can fix. And then he says, yeah, they're cheap. They're only like 45 grand. Throw a camper on it. You have a sick overlanding rig for under 100 grand. Cheap. I was like, oh, alright. I can't afford this shit. If you're referring to under 100 as cheap, we ain't on the same page, man. We ain't on anything $100,000. I mean, unless you're talking about like a fucking 2-story house with a 3-story house with a goddamn 10 acres. I'm not saying anything. The word 100,000 and cheap should never be used. Rick, the dream rig, just pulled up by me. I gotta show Chad again. The literal dream rig, a Chevy Kodiak 4x4. It's like Dave's truck. Like, remember the front end of Dave's truck? How it's like it looks more kind of like semi-like. They made them as a consumer product too. So those trucks were made as 4-doors that you could just buy as a normal truck, but it's like a huge badass truck, not a box truck. So they come 4x4, 4-wheel drive. That's like ideal, but I can't afford it. I've known that. The Kodiak box trucks are way cheaper because they're 2-wheel drive and a box truck, so they're a lot less desirable to a lot less people. 4-wheel drive, huge ass camper. The wheels are huge on it, dude. The wheels are massive. I jumped out of the van right when he parked. I was that guy. I hated to do it, but somebody's got to. I immediately hopped out. Ran some questions by him. I can't afford them. Now I want a Kodiak. Me too. Manifesting, right, Rick? Right. That's what I said earlier. I was like, I know I can't afford one now. I can't afford one yet. My computer's really struggling right now for some reason. Yep, he said that you can find them really cheap on the Facebook Marketplace. Around 45 grand for the truck. Throw a camper on it, and then you have an overlanding rig for under $100,000. Bargain. What a steal. But that's not even the craziest part. That's not what had me, because I knew this. I knew all those prices. Those are very well. I could have almost guessed all those numbers to a T when he was backing in beside me. What I couldn't have guessed, the things I would have never guessed, and I would have never expected getting a rig. That was awesome. I hit that hit perfectly. Are you guys seeing all this lag? Why is my computer melting right now? For real, what is this shit? Weird. To swap it over from a dually to super singles and put off-road wheels and off-road tires on it. $12,000 for wheels. 12 grand. That's a whole van budget right there. That is a whole van. Dude, my computer's actually melting right now. What's going on with my computer? He's out walking around, seeing what he's doing. $12,000 for wheels. That's not even it. That still isn't the kicker. Once again, that was a number that I was like, it's crazy, but I stepped back and looked at it, and I was like, yeah, all day. That looks like $10,000 in wheels and tires. Cassie, quit licking. I bet they hear your nasty ass licking. That was another one. I was like, all right, well. So even if you have 100 grand to buy the truck, you gotta remember, you gotta have another 10 in the bank to throw at wheels and tires. And here was the real kicker. Here was the moment that I understood that I cannot afford to do this, and I'm not able to be able to afford to do this for quite a while. You got the truck. Around 45 grand you can get them for. 110,000 miles. Low miles Chevy Kodiak. Engine blew up. $30,000 to replace the engine. 30,000. Dude, Rick, appreciate you, man. I'll be back tomorrow night. Sick, dude. Hit me up, Rick. Hit me up. Quit it. No more. Hit me up, Rick. Safe travels. Yeah. Yep. Nope. CJ says nope. $30,000 to replace an engine. He said it really casually too. I asked him if he had any like complaints or issues or something like that, and that was his response. But he said it really casually. That would have literally financially ruined me entirely. That would have ruined my life for like 5 years probably. That would have taken me 5 years to recoup. If I just dumped all my money into an overlanding rig, and then the engine blew up, and it cost me 30 grand to fix it, just after I stuck 40 to 70 into it, I would have been so fucked. Alfred, I appreciate you hanging out, man. Hope you have a good night. Here's a hand drag for Alfred. Nice hand drag for Alfred. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, that was the final kicker. I was like, all right. Kind of like a example of like, just because you can buy it doesn't mean you can own it. I would not be able to actually, even if I sold the van for super high, if I could convince some dingus to buy the van for like 60 grand plus, if I could clean it up real nice, do a bunch of projects to make curb appeal high and sell it to the just right person who's been wanting a live edge countertop with whatever the fuck style this is. Tango, play cat large because USA pants. Those are a lot of Spanish words. Hold up, I should be able to figure out what that sentence means. I don't want to say it out loud because I feel like he's trying to get me to say something bad, but I know all the words and none of the words are a bad word. What's up, YZ? Cassie, quit it. You're fucking overstimulating me right now with all the licking. There's too much licking going on in this van right now. She's all licking her paw. I tell her stop. She immediately just starts licking me. Too much licking. Cassie, like, what the heck? What do you mean too much licking? Rick, what does that mean? Tango un? It means have a dog big Y or big because USA pants. Tangos have, right? Didn't Rick just teach me this? Yeah, tangos have a dog, have a big dog in USA pants. I wonder if I have a big cat who wears oh, and Gato's cat, dude. I knew that. Perdo. The hell? Dude, so the sentence didn't make sense. I was trying so hard to understand it, and it just seemed like that sentence shouldn't be. It was a lot of words that shouldn't go together. Oscar, what's good, dude? James, thank you, man. What's good with it? Overstimulation. Chilling? Oh my god, dude, that sounds awesome. I want to do that too. YZ. I want a Fox body drift car. Amir, I'm in a van right now. I did the plumbing myself. I do. I have a pump and an accumulator tank, 50-gallon water tank, hot water. But my toilet is not connected to my plumbing system, if that's what you're asking. I just have like a, what's it called? A cassette toilet. A cassette camping toilet. What time is it there? That is an awesome question. I'd guess like 3 maybe? Play MX versus ATV Legends. If you buy it for me, Lorenzo, I'll play it. I'm surely not buying that shit. That's a full price game, isn't it? I've seen Cowboy Scuba Daddy playing it recently. Graphics look insane. Miles, I do. I wish I could again. What's up, Miles? Welcome back. Missed a couple comments there. That's my bad. Lorenzo says no. Have you seen Cowboy Scuba Daddy? Do you know who that is? Have you been seeing him play that game? Where are you at, YZ? Where are you at in the Midwest? Do you watch Kara and Nate? I've heard of them. Are they van life people? That sounds really familiar. No, I don't. But that sounds super familiar. Casey, okay. I don't know when I'll be back Midwest. I need to get back to Iowa just to see family and shit. Did they recently quit van life? Did they recently like buy a house or some shit? I keep shifting up when I mean to shift down. This game is just so satisfying, man. It really is. I really enjoy it. You should watch them. They do, really. Amir, if you like that style of content, you need to check out my other YouTube page, Dan's Van Life. I think I just finished my fly fishing video today. I think I'm going to do one more set of changes, and I'm calling it quits. Just like I would with a, what would I call it? What am I saying? Just like I would with an ad video. How's it going, Carolyn? I had a notification pop up on my TikTok. Keeps giving me all these Stop giving me notifications, TikTok. Oh wait, never mind. I guess that was a good notification, TikTok. Good job. I just followed you back, Carolyn. TikTok told me to follow you back. Even TikTok knows. I'll even trailer it up to Iowa. No way, dude. He's in. I don't know shit about anything, dude. I don't know if he's in Cedar Rapids or Cedar Falls. I don't know shit about nothing. Amir, did I ever finish what I'm saying? Dan's Van Life. I think it's, if you click on my channel, I think I have it listed as in like the other channel section at the bottom. 35-minute fly fishing video coming soon. I'm mad that I didn't incorporate more van stuff. Drop the ball on that. It's a total new style of project though, so it's like, you know, a lot was learned from this video. A lot was learned. A lot. Excited to get out and film another fly fishing video. I should try to go get one, do one right now. Like soon. Dude, no way, YZ. I'll try to remember to keep in touch. There's also a chance, YZ, that next summer I just go live in Iowa and buy a drift car, rent a shop near the homies drift track, and just live there and just do drift car shit for a summer. Or even for a few months, a couple months. A month. Nah, if I'm buying a car, I'm ripping that bitch for as long. Unless it blew up. Unless I was 1 month in, it blew up. Funds were running low, the idea wasn't working out. There's a chance I'll be local Midwest guy next summer. Small chance. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at all, ever. Talking to this guy with the overlanding rig really made me realize that's not happening anytime soon. Especially if I want to do it right. If I want to do my next rig, because otherwise, dude, if I tried to do an overland, damn, dude, I'm lagging a bunch. Nothing I can do. If I built an overlanding rig right now, I'd be doing it in the same energy that I built this van, and that's like just not quite enough money to do it. It's like I'm just overdoing it just by like just enough to where I have to cut like all the corners. I can make it happen, but I'm gonna cut all the corners in the process. And if I'm gonna be building a next rig, I should not do that. That was crazy. I don't know how I didn't crash there. Super control. Keep in touch. Yeah, dude, definitely. I'd love to do that. That's what... This year I was supposed to be filming cars as I travel. I guess I'm still in Southern California. I'm still in the money pit of where I can find people that would let me drive their cars to make a video with. Shit. This year I was trying to start a new channel, new series, just doing like that dude in blue styled car videos. car reviews, just driving other people's cars and fucking showing them off, talking about them, talking to them about cars. I'd really want to make it somewhat story based off of like what got them into cars or that car in particular. There's a lot of sick stories to go with cars. There's also a lot of not sick stories. I don't have a sick story. Me like a car. When I was a little kid, I decided me like a car. Make my whole personality a car. I want my rug in my room to be... Damn, I forgot about that. Was that a real thing? Did my parents make the entire carpet in my bedroom fucking Hot Wheels track? Like, you guys know, like, that Hot Wheels carpet? I think that was my whole ass carpet, not just a rug. My whole room. Is that a thing? Or did I just have a big ass rug, maybe? Gorilla. Yo tengo una grande pera. Yeah. Oh wait, I said grande. I'm supposed to say grande after. Yo tengo una pera grande y loco. Look at me. I have a dog. I have a big crazy dog. She's actually napping right here. You guys want to see how cute the dog is? Carolyn, thank you so much for responding to the messages about... Look at that fucking dog. The shirts and shit. Very good to have somebody to bank ideas off. I do not have any. Is that good? There we go. Well, the underwear guy is not yelling at nobody in the park. Oh. Things are escalating. Yeah, there's been a guy wandering around the park at the beach, just in his underwear. Bro's just in his briefs, just owning the park. Middle-aged guy. Big chubby guy. Just super casually just walking around the whole park in his underwear. I didn't actually read your response yet. I saw it, but I didn't have a chance to read it yet. For the hats, I was leaning towards black and green, and I was wondering about pink just to have the option of. It doesn't really hurt to have the extra colors, but I'm a big believer in more decisions is not good. You guys know how I am by now with decisions. I am the epitome of decision paralysis. If I have more than 2 choices, I will not make a choice for months. I will make the biggest deal out of it. Even if it's just, am I having hot dogs or burgers tonight? I can fucking trip myself for 8 hours straight all day arguing, like not arguing, just trying to figure out what one do I want. Cannot make up my mind. So I am a firm believer, and in selling life insurance, I noticed that hugely. If you're like, well, I mean, like, I'm signed on with all companies. I can get you this company for this much, this company for that much, this one for that much, or this one for that much, you know. They all have different perks. This one's better for this. This one's cheaper because of this. That always turned into a no sale compared to if I just lied and I was like, these are the 2 good options. You have these 2. Pick one. Sign the paper. I need to put gas on my car on the way home. Sign here. I don't know. I've never seen it in person either, Carolyn. I think it's very hot pink. That's what if it was a super light pink, I think it would have been cool. I'm doing that same Cassie's design. The shirts that you got with Cassie in a circle. I threw that on a hat. I am going to do that one in pink. I think it kind of looks cool with the green text. It gives like hunter girl vibe just because of like what the logo is. Since it's like the hunting dog and outdoorsy hat, I feel like that could appeal to, like, that could look good in like I picture like the hot girl back home, the hot Midwest girl wearing some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's still hot pink. I mean, hot girl status, but it's got the green hunting stuff. Light green with a green, or light pink with a green print, right. I think that could go pretty cool. Gorilla, was he good? Welcome back. I didn't unload my bike today. I almost went and unloaded my bike today just to ride it. I was gonna go to Vons or Trader Joe's to get some paper towels so I can clean out my fridge real good. Uh-oh. We saved it. But I didn't. I was giving my neck one more day. Little hand drag action in first person. Little hand drag. Big fan of Trader Joe's. I actually haven't been there in like, I don't know, a week probably. Ooh, look at that side hit. Let's hit that ramp right here. Okay, here we go. Side hit. Oh, came up short. He hung on to it. Alright, let's do that again. Okay, so we need like mid-third, I think. I almost tried to jump. I would have landed in it almost perfectly. I should have went for it. Oh, that was almost sick. Almost held on to it. Uh-oh. Dude, that was almost insanely sick. I almost ended up going right into that bigger bank. I went from disappointment to extreme excitement back to disappointment so fast. Yeah, I need to go to Trader Joe's to get some of their brownies. I feel like it's been too long since I've had some of their brownies. Oh, the game is track day. Excuse me. The game is track day. William, for sure. For sure. Better than a Ferrari. Okay, turn this bitch around. Whoa. Perfect. Uh-oh. Tough. Yeah, definitely tracks some cool ones as well. What does that mean? I don't know if I can say that. Homie's talking about crocodiles. So neat, dude. It's so cool, Goomba. It's so funny. Dude, I bet this guy has a badass story for why he's missing a leg. The guy in this super expensive, badass overlanding camper. Just like 30 minutes ago, my dream rig parked right beside us. 10 out of 10 badass rig. Huge truck. Big 4x4 Betty. But he has one leg. And I'm sure he lost one of his legs doing some badass mountain biking or dirt biking or like a crazy army story. It just, dude, oh my god. What the fuck? That's hilarious. We did. We talked money. I should have asked. That's like the number one thing to not ask people on the road. That's kind of like I don't know. That's like asking like somebody what their weight is or some shit when it comes to people living on the road. People hate that question. So I didn't want to. I should have though, because he was very casually talking about huge amounts of money. Dude, bro, that was hilarious. It just cost him a leg. It did too. I thought I was doing a burnout, but I was just frying my clutch. Ain't that the story? That was so clever, dude. Holy crap, Goomba. I joked earlier when I first got back to the van after talking to him, just about how expensive it was. Just like, I don't know. It was a crazy big difference. Compared to what the van, oh, he's leaving. Compared to what the van costs, just a whole night and day. He's out of here. He was pulled up for a few minutes here. He pulled up literally just so I could talk to him. The universe just sent that guy. Dude, that's crazy work. Goomba. Dude, Goomba, nah, he was, I said this when he first came back, he was the typical overlanding vibes. He acted just as you expect the guy with a $100,000 truck to act. Put it that way. Look at that thing rolling away. What the fuck even? Oh, dude, it's not gonna do you guys any justice. Damn, bro. But thankfully, talking to that guy has made me realize I'm gonna stop saying could be me. Couldn't be me. Landing rigs are. He wasn't a prick. He was just, I don't know, weird vibes. When I first got back to the van after talking to him, he can stand 1 foot tall. Oh, dude, it was huge. That thing. That's what he said. One of his main concerns with it is it's over the legal limit of how tall a vehicle can be. I got out the second he got here. I was that guy. I got out and fucking targeted him with questions. This is Track Day, is the name of the game. I was that guy. I had to. Moments like that, that's a one of one. I mean, I have not come across, I've never seen one of those in real life. I've never seen a Kodiak overlander in real life. Only in the hours of YouTube I've watched, and forums, and Facebook marketplaces. When you get it, don't be weird, right? I will have to remember that. So I had to just jump on that. I knew better. That's what yesterday, or no, my bad, last week, a box truck rolled through, and it looked like from the outside, it looked like it was done really nice. It looked very overlandy for being a box truck. I was hoping, so, and it was the exact box trucks I've been looking at, the cheapest options. I was so stoked for them to stop to be able to look inside their rig. He did not let me inside. He didn't even, dude, hardly. It was tough to get like 40 words out of him. Definitely cold shoulder. Every time I've ever approached an overlanding person with a big sick truck like that, they always have some weird European accent, and they're always the most cold shoulder, standoffish, I'm too good to talk to you type motherfuckers. It's bad. I hate that as a thing. That was the ongoing joke of Sprinter vans for quite a while, and that's also a thing to some degree. But overlanding's like the epitome of it. Just like how, I don't know if you guys ever heard people like make fun of like Patagonia people for being just like, don't get me wrong, I wear Patagonia. Patagonia makes hella sick shit. But like it's like a breed that they're like the outdoorsy, really nice person, but actually they're the rich person that's like only, I don't know, weird vibe, weird fucking vibe to get a hold of. I said sick truck. He didn't say thanks once. I complimented his truck like 7 times, and every time he just like ignored me. I just like looked away in a weird way. But thankful that he answered the questions I did, or the things that he said. He made me realize I cannot afford it. Sprinter fan people look at 9.5 like, you wish, right? Especially in Mercedes. And then the Sprinter, they look at the van life, every other van on the road as the same. Every other van that isn't a Mercedes. But he made me realize I can't afford that shit, man. One of the first things I said to him, I was like, dude, I've been researching these things like plug you, but can I just look at this for a second? Like, it's all I've been looking at on the internet for the past months is overlanding rigs. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. What am I saying? Where was I at? And he goes, oh yeah, you can find them on Facebook for super cheap. So that's what's great about them. You can find them for so cheap. You can find them on Facebook groups for about 45 grand. I'm like, brother, tell me 45 grand for a 2003 truck is cheap to you? Then he continued to say, and then you just throw a camper on it. Estimated price of truck camper that he had on the back was probably almost the exact same. I'd say somewhere between $30,000 and $60,000. And he says, then you can have a cheap overlanding rig for under 100 grand. And I was like, all right. I cannot afford any of those things. Individually, those things are not cheap to me, let alone like the whole package. I surely wouldn't be calling cheap. But that isn't even what made me realize I can't afford it. That's not what I'm glad, because I knew that. I knew both those prices pretty well from watching Facebook. That was sick. Hang on to it. Truck was expensive. Camper was expensive. Drifts by Ray was good, man. Is it Toyota? The truck? No, the truck that we were looking at was a Chevy Kodiak. Okay, here's the kicker. I need to spit it out already. I need to spit out the kicker of why I can't afford an overlanding truck. I knew that his truck was worth like 100 grand. What I didn't know is his wheels and tires. He went from doing like normal dually wheels on his Kodiak, like normal street wheels, to like some big ass badass off-road wheels, single tire, super singles. $12,000 in rim and tires. His wheel set was $12,000. 12 G's. Okay, still not the worst part. Still isn't the worst part. Frank, this is Track Day R. What's up, man? Super fun. Check this out. This is for... Oh, that was for Frank. That was for Frank. I'll get another hand right. Hold up. Let's get a no-hander for Frank. Oh, crisp. Oh, we let it drop. I didn't get the clutch dump fast enough. Track they are, you say? Yep. Yep, super fun, dude. Super fun. A little arcadey, but that's good. I needed a good just video game to play that isn't a super sweat game like MX Bikes. MX Bikes is fun, but gotta have a good fun game too. Oh shit, we looped it. $30,000 for new engine. This man had bought a truck for $45,000. It had 110,000 miles on it. $45,000, 2003 truck. The engine blew up. $30,000 he had to spend to get a new engine installed into his truck after he bought it. $45,000 truck. What's your question, Robert? Robert, why am I concerned? Why do I feel like it's gonna be really sus or something? So I can't afford a overlanding rig. Also, dude, no way. That's funny. Ooh, 2 different instances. You guys remember when I met up with the homies in real life that had my other dream style rig, the retired military truck? You remember me being like, dude, I'm in downtown Long Beach. I'm in the exact spot that I thought I couldn't have a bigger rig. That I would have been like, well, I'm gonna miss out on this event because my rig's too big to park in downtown Long Beach. There comes Chaz driving a 6x6 retired military truck. The exact rig that I wish I had in fucking downtown Long Beach. And I'm like, holy shit, I could do it. I'm just being a bitch. I could do it. Is it hard to find a... It can be, Robert. It really depends on the state and city that you're in. It can be really easy though. If you're not trying to stay in a city, if you're just out in the mountains, you can live you could live in a van for 50 years without getting the knock. If that's what you wanted to do. I'd be getting the knock. There was the military truck. Yeah, internet's struggling today. I think it's because it's windy. There was a military truck. The homie drove it where I thought I couldn't drive it. I started thinking, dude, what if I could buy a military truck? Maybe I could drive a military truck everywhere that I go. Just be a little more difficult. They drove it out to Vegas from Southern California. In my opinion, what I would consider a pretty small drive in the van. Blew up the engine. Blew it up. Kaputs. Giant retired military truck engine. Kaboom. I would assume that would be a similar cost to what the other guy's engine replacement was in his overlanding rig. I would assume that was like a 20K plus kind of scenario. Dude, Tristan, it's so fun, isn't it? It's like just difficult. Oh. It's like just difficult enough. You know what I mean? It's just hard enough to be slightly addicting, but it's also easy enough that it keeps you going. Barely fucking dodged that curb. What quality exactly do you think military grade quality means? Oh, we parked that bitch for a second. Yeah, dude. I don't know how many miles were on that truck, but I'd imagine like 20,000 or something on the military truck that's engine blew up. What's up, skids? We were talking about overlanding trucks because one of my dream builds just pulled up and parked by me for like half hour. Also, the whole time I was talking to the guy, he was like stretching and like looking off into the ocean and like holding his arms out. It was really windy, like feeling it out. He said like 3 different times, "Oh, I'm just trying to decide if I want to go." What was it? Parasailing, parakiting, kite sailing, parasailing, or some shit. I think he said. Did. What up, skids? Whole time, dude's like, yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I should go parasailing right now or not. I was like, whoa. Look at you. That's a weird ass hobby. That's some high roller shit to do. Dude was out feeling the wind. It's a mod, Frank. Well, 4th gear dead stop action. I tried to jump back to my feet. I thought I was going to catch air over top of that little hump right there. Looks fun. Does look fun. I was just going to say you got big money. Right. No, skids, that's leaning into, I was joking a lot about how every overland, it was a $100,000 truck, and he was quick to tell me that. Every rich overlanding guy in a $100,000 truck always is the rich overlanding guy, and he was to the fullest. Oh yeah, it was, you can find these trucks for super cheap, like 45 grand. Super cheap. And he was just kind of, it's just, it's a type. But that just like fit the type so perfectly for him to be like standing there being like, no, I'm just trying to decide if I should go kite sailing. Bro pulls out a cigar, fucking this big around, starts chiefing on it. Yeah, this pulls on is skeptical. Feels as if the wind is 31 miles an hour. I only parasail in 35 and up. I'm an A-class rated parasailer. Alright, now I'm just talking shit. I'm just making shit up and talking shit. Somebody shut this guy up. Jealous ass motherfucking broke, living in a van ass motherfucking. Wishing he had 4-wheel drive ass motherfucking. Playing video games or riding dirt bikes instead of doing the real thing ass motherfucking hater. How do you shower? Hamilton? My most recent video shows that. Today's vid. But it was super hilarious. I had to try to take that seriously in the moment and try to be like, oh, that's a cool hobby. I didn't say anything about it because all I gave a shit about was the truck. By that point in the conversation, I already realized that he was the overland guy. So I was just trying to get info strictly about the truck. With as minimal information about him. I should have asked what he did for work, though. Probably fucking owned an oil field company or some weird shit. He did only have 1 leg. Who knows, man? Maybe he got lucky. I'd take that back. That was fucked up. I was about to go into something about, like, he got, like, some huge insurance payout. Got a shower vid. That's right, dude. Hamilton, check it out. It's on the link. It's on the OF. I know, right? He had a YouTube. I got a picture of his YouTube sticker, so I'm going to look him up tonight. Should I give him a shout out? I don't even want to. I don't even want you guys to know who I'm talking about. He was cool. All the shit that I talk, he was just a cool guy for sure. I was talking more shit than I needed to over the situation. It was just all for shits and gigs. Look at it was like this, because I was feeling like this. I was feeling silly, goofy, talking shit about a guy. Huh, Cassie? Cassie feeling silly, goofy. Cassie feeling silly, goofy, upside down, dog. Got your teethers out? You got your heckin' teethers out when you're upside down like that? Whoa, crocodile move. Crocodile Dundee. I don't know either of those words, Andriano. No comprehende. No, don't shout them out right. It's not, I mean, if I had more viewers, then I'd really consider the whole scenario if it was... But you would have been, you and Skids would have been the only people to look him up. And Goomba if he's still in here. Oh, big no-hander. But yeah, I don't know. It was very typical scenario of a guy with a $100,000 truck to pull it beside me. I was absolutely wasting his time. I would look him up, Carolyn says. I should. Should I look him up right now? Nah. Yeah, that's what, when I joked, I tried to say this again. I tried to pull this out earlier when Goomba made a joke about the leg. Sorry about the lag. I joked about when I got back in the van, I was like, that guy is definitely on a different tax bracket than me. I could just, the way he was talking to me, obviously the $100,000 truck is the first sign that he might be doing pretty well. But then just like the way he operated and was talking to me, I was like, all right, yeah, this guy, not only does he have a $100,000 truck, but like he owns that shit. I came in the van and I was like, I mean, even his leg is carbon fiber. It was. Homie had a carbon fiber. But I think that's kind of normal for prosthetics to be carbon fiber. So it's kind of like a dickhead thing. I'm running out of gas right now. I keep trying to pull up into a wheelie and I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. I do have YouTube. Dan's Gaming Van, we're live on right now, and Dan's Van Life has all the van life shit. If you're into like exploration and van videos, riding the dirt bike and fly fishing and you drive an IROC. I want to get an IROC just so I can listen to this song while driving an IROC. I mean, there's more reasons to own an IROC. I also own an IROC. Chris, what's good? Mr. Chris Lewis in the chat, dude. Thank you for the order. Shout out Chris Lewis, chat. First one to buy one of our hoodies. Shout out Carolyn for being in the chat, too. She is also first one from TikTok to ever buy merch. Chris bullied me into, didn't bully me into it, but he pressured me into getting a hoodie out. And a hat. Also, he also was inspiration. I was like, I don't know, might as well just try throwing one of these logos on a hat. And I was like, oh shit, dude, the dog logo works great for a hat logo. But Chris pressured me to do it, and then he ordered them motherfuckers immediately. Seth, this is Track Day R. Super fun. I saw an option for sweaters, and I wondered if that was a thing. If people be wearing sweaters. Like with no hoods. What's the best advice you've ever received? Wow, that's a big question. I'm not like a guy to like ask a question like that too, because I'm just, you know, I'm not doing great by any means. Advice I've ever received. Just wait, let me think. The first one that came to mind is definitely not the best piece of advice that I've got. That was the first piece of advice that came to mind. I'm trying to think of any others. The first one that came to mind was a guy talking about how you should treat your items. How do I lay this out right? Say you've had something for a while, right? Whether it's a gaming computer or a bicycle, or maybe it's a motorcycle or a car, or even a Hot Wheels for that matter. You got like one thing that you've had for a while, and at one point in time when you first got it, it was something you wanted, right? Or like a PlayStation 5, right? Or skateboard. Something that you fucking wanted, and at some point in time it was like all you wanted. You'd think about it and be like, I can't wait until I have this. And then when you got it, you were super hyped. You kept it nice and clean. You kept it in a good spot. You fucking dusted it off and shit. You took pictures of it. You looked at it. You should treat everything you have like it's the first day you have it. It's so easy to like get used to things. Just like for me in the van, when I heard that, I immediately thought of the van and my dirt bike, my e-ride. I'm like mentally moved on from both of them already, and I should just still be appreciating them. Just like that badass truck, that overlanding truck that just parked beside us, I was like mentally moved on to that, so I didn't give a shit about my van. Felt like, man, my van's cool, but it's not like, you know, it's not what I want. But 5 years ago, me, if he could see this van and he sees an electric dirt bike strapped to the front of it and see how finished out it is and everything, 10 years ago, me, 15 years ago, me, all of which would have been like, holy fuck, dude, that van is 10 out of 10 the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. You're fucking doing it. And that's something that that's a piece of advice that's been relevant to me. I've been trying to keep in my mind. Is to treat everything like it's the first day you got it. No matter how small or big. Definitely not my best piece of advice. Most relevant one, though. I bullied Dan, everyone. Chris did kind of bully me into it a little bit. It's computer only, Seth. Will it be cute? The circle around Cassie's head? Oh, if it said Dan's van life, like, in the letters? Or, like, in the circle? Like, the letters were inside the circle? Or should I just shape letters like a circle? So he'll get one before you get one, yes. Chris will absolutely have a hoodie. I've never made any hoodies. Chris Lewis will have the first Dan's hoodie to ever be created in the history of time. Harley Davidson, what's good? Should I get out of Harley right now? Yeah, Chris will have the first Dan's hoodie to ever exist on the universe. I didn't know such thing, damn. No, yeah, you didn't. I was kidding. Input the wording in the circle. Right. That's a good thought, Carolyn. On the front or on the back? Or on both? Harley says I should get out a Harley. Chat, do we agree? Is there anybody else that says I should get out a Harley? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm just kind of starting to get locked in on this. I kind of overspoke by saying that. Also, the view count is the highest that it's been all stream. We've been live for an hour. We've been live for 1 hour and 23 minutes and 44 seconds. Wow, that was quite the time to look at the clock. It said 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. If I would have looked 1 second later, it would have perfectly said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's funny. And we just now are peaking at a solid 25. Appreciate y'all pulling up. They're really fun. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. In real life, Harley Davidson, that is something that's been on my mind quite a bit. I'd love to get a Sportster or Dyna to start things off. I really want to. Is it 420 right now? Huge bucket list item of mine for a long time was to hit balance point on a Harley. To do a true wheelie on a Harley. Feel comfortable. Just like this. But on a Harley. And that just now has kind of been coming back. I accepted that was off the bucket list. It's too bad, so sad. Without doing it first, I'll never be able to do it. Can't even try. Starting, sadly, it's working its way back on to being a realistic bucket list item. At some point, everyone needs to go look at your merch. So sick. 10 out of 10. Appreciate you. Need to buy it and support Dan's great clothing. Appreciate you, Chris. I wish there was more people like you out in the world, dude. I really need to, probably tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to truly finish the merch. I'll come up with 2 more van designs. How many t-shirt designs is too many to drop in one drop? I would have thought like 4 or 5 would be prime. But I've been seeing people like the C-Boys, and obviously they're on a whole different scale than me. They have millions of followers and hundreds of thousands of people that'll buy shit. But they be dropping, like, when they drop a new lineup, they're dropping like fucking 30 different shirt designs. I think it's cool because then it's like so broad. It's like everybody can find. They have like mimics of like beer brands. They have like Pabst Blue Ribbon designs, but it's their branding. They have like outdoorsy shit. They have dirt bike stuff. They have like references to like car stuff. They have JDM styled shirts. I'm kind of thinking I have to do that same thing. I have to make just like a super broad. But I think I'm gonna try to come out with like maybe about 10 designs in total, spread across different products. And then hopefully like tomorrow or the next day, truly get that dialed in. order them all for myself so then I can get some videos of them and get them implanted into this fly fishing video ASAP so I can post the damn fly fishing video. Just saw your sim setup was fire, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you, Harry. I think I'll be pulling the sim rig out in maybe a week, to be honest. Maybe less than a week. I want to edit a couple more YouTube videos before I get it out, and I want to film a YouTube video before I get it out. But maybe I'll film that video on the day that I get it out. So then I can film the first half of the video without the sim rig in the doorway, and I can film, then at night I can pull out the sim rig and I'll do some sim racing in the video at the end of the video. Maybe that's how I'll do it. So like, weekish. Get your big dog ass up there. Come on, go lay down, you big dog. Cassie's being kind of weird. Yeah, you're being kind of weird. Good God, you're dragging it out. What a moment to talk to the guy that owns my dream rig. I'm really fucking... I feel like this weird level of relief coming over me after talking to that guy with the $100,000 truck. It's really made me realize that no matter what, I can't afford that. If I pulled every string and I risked every biscuit, I could just barely kind of sort of get the truck, and then if anything happened to it in the smallest of smalls, I'd be fucked. I would never financially recover. Weenie was good. Dude, I got hella Moza wheels. My main base is an R12. I have a good question. What's your question, the car guy? I have the what's this fucking thing called? I have that wheel. I have the truck wheel. I have all the round wheels and that wheel. That's a good way to put it. Do you like Beam? I do. I actually was considering... I wish I could get my controller to work on Beam. Hold up. I bet that lighting looks a lot better now, doesn't it? My bad. My bad. I forgot to turn that on. But yeah, I feel some relief after talking to the guy who owns my dream truck, and he just really made me realize I can't afford it. It'll stay in my dreams, and it'll stay in my dreams happily. I don't have to like feel like I should be doing that right now, because I can't afford to be doing that right now. Oh, dude, that's like, I had somebody ask for best piece of advice. I actually just heard, what's his name? He's like a really famous actor and comedian, more so comedian. He talks really funny and kind of like this, and everything he says is like a poem. Fuck is it? Cat Williams. Marry a rich woman, Carolyn. That is the only way that half my dreams will happen. Cassie, quit it. Quit it. We're done. We're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with that right now. No more. I know. It's fucked up. Good. No, I'm just kidding. What was I saying? Cassie just about kicked my mic right off. She's about kicked me right in the face. I lost it. I come to California. Oh, look at that. My live is not eligible for search results because it contains unoriginal and reproduced content. Oh man. Oh yeah, Cat Williams. Thank you, Skids. Good job, Skids. Thank God. You always love the person that can hold together the conversation when you're losing it. This notice is unclear. My live does not contain. Yeah. I like to think that my content is somewhat original. I'm playing video games in a van. I'm playing video games in a van, TikTok. This is real time. I'm parked on the friggin' beach right now, brother. I'll go jump in the damn ocean if we get 100,000 likes, TikTok. How do you like that? Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to do that for a stream, shouldn't I? Yeah, dude, I'll do that. That'll be funny. Maybe that'll be a way to get my streams going again. 100,000 likes, we jump out the back. I was gonna do a backflip. Cat Williams said in an interview. Where was I going with this? What did Cat Williams say, guys? He said something cool. Oh yeah. Theo Vaughn started saying something about like, I don't remember what Theo was saying, but he was kind of going off like the idea of like it took him too long to get where he's at, or like, or maybe Theo said something along the lines of, oh man, well I wish I did that in my career. That would have been nice if I did that when I was younger. Something along those lines. And Theo Vaughn was like, you still can, and you still will. He said you cannot think about things that you wish you did back then because you were not able to do them then. You were not physically, mentally, or in the right place to be able to do those things. You could not have done the things at 20, at 18, because you didn't have the money or the standings. You couldn't have done the things at 25, at 20, because you didn't have the knowledge. He went on. You couldn't have done the things at 25 that you did at 30 because you didn't have the financial stability and all this shit. I was like, damn. Cat Williams speaking some knowledge out of nowhere. But it was a good point. We can all be like that. We can all get like I wish I did or I should be further right now type mindset. Cat Williams is right. We're just where we're supposed to be. Couldn't be where we were earlier for one reason or another. Whether it was a relationship holding you back, financials, living situations, knowledge, skill, physical capabilities. Do you have a goal? What's that mean? Like a light goal or something? I don't know why we're lagging so bad. I think it's the wind. Look at that. I just got another warning. Saying how unoriginal this is. I'm out of here, TikTok. TikTok, if you're listening, I'm ending the stream because of you calling my content unoriginal as I'm sitting in a van playing some games. This is real. This is not a reproduced stream. Okay. My live does not contain that content. That's right. We were just starting to look at Peg like he's going parasailing. Yeah, right. Fucking out in the ocean. 100,000 likes and we go parasailing with Peg leg. This is track day. Yep. That's it, TikTok. We're turning the car around. I'm ending it. You want to say it's unoriginal? I'll take my unoriginal stream somewhere else. It is about time, though. Should I have a burger or chicken strips tonight? Once again, I was trying to convince myself that a burger sounded good all day. But now it's that time of the night, and oh boy, those chicken strips sound good. Coming in hot. Should I just ride super aggressively for a little bit here? Should I just lock in? First person's so much better. Oh my god, dude. I almost just like dropped down into a nose manual there. That would have been crazy. What's up, Timmy? I know TikTok is your form of income, but fuck. I know, dude. Fuck TikTok. I know. It sucks, dude. It sucks, man. Appreciate you still being in here, Chris. Big time chilling in the stream. Appreciate that largely. You almost got muted from a live stream. I remember my first time getting banned from a live stream. I remember my first time. I think it's the only time I've been banned from a live stream. I don't even know why you banned me. Still think about it to this day. Somebody go ask Nick Harris why he banned me. Don't actually. That man's very, like, unstable human. We don't need... I don't want him to even think of my name. I don't want him to know my... We got dirt bikes and Skate 3 before we got GTA 6. I still haven't watched the new GTA trailer. I told the girl she can mute or block me. I'll come back as another woman. You know what one? I don't know. Wait, who'd you get banned from? I'm making dinner, watching, I think, the correct term. You're lurking, nice. Chris, appreciate the lurkage. That's right. Dude, lurking on streams, when I lurk on streams, it's when I'm my most productive, I've kind of learned. When I watch actual videos, especially short form, like vertical content, like YouTube Shorts or TikToks, shit's just mind numbing. It makes you want to just turn into this weird zombie that just lays there like this. You just want to. When I watch YouTube videos, I want to like actually like lock in and watch it. I want to be able to actually see what's going on for most of them. I don't want to just hear it. But with streams, it's like the best thing for like multitasking. That's like when I'm editing. That's best case scenario. When I'm editing, doing dishes, or cooking. Depends what I'm cooking. If my hands are gonna be getting covered in chicken, then I prefer YouTube, since I won't be able to interact like at all. Before you know it, you got your hands all covered in chicken, and somebody's calling me out, being like, "Oh Dan, what do you think of this?" I'm like, "Ah shit, oh shit, son, here we go again." Hey Ma, she did it? I don't know, cause I was asking her what mod? I forgot the word. She said dry replying. Full throttle into a wall or something. Alright, Timmy, I got you. It didn't work. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Sorry, Timmy, it didn't work. Here, we'll hit this. We'll hit this unreasonable jump for Timmy. Damn, where Beam at? Dude, if it worked on my controller, I'd get on it right now. I have 3 viewers. Yeah, we're done here. I got a violation on my stream. So this stream ended up hurting my account more than it helped it. Sick. Oh my god, I almost hit that perfect first try. I say all the time, like, well, can't hurt to stream. I was like today, I had a pretty nasty headache starting stream. I had to do it. I said I want to post 5 videos a day and stream 5 days a week. I didn't yesterday. I had no choice. Damn, Skids is just now joining. Nice, Timmy. Big ups. Big ups. Scoop that laptop. I don't know what it meant. I haven't heard that either, I don't think. That's like lurking is just like watching when you're unable to comment. Or not even unable, but just like you're just listening in, not phone in hand, typing comments and shit. Oh, that was the closest attempt yet. Alright, we'll get this and then we're bailing out. Oh, well, I don't know. Now I accidentally respawn. I was supposed to call them, but they didn't answer. Aw, shit. Give it another try, Timmy. Give it a respectable amount of time. Give it another day or two. Give it another day and then try calling again. The mod was checking me, so I accidentally dry tagged someone. So I was gonna make a snarky comment, but I changed my mind. Oh, like you just sent a comment just saying somebody else's name with nothing else attached to it? Is that what you mean by the dry tag? Like right now, if you just like clicked on your own name and hit send? Damn it. I let it get put down. Oh. Skid's just about to hit that jump into oblivion. Did he land it? Dry tagging. I've never heard that term before. Dog's just chilling. She is just chilling. Not for much longer. She's definitely, it's about dinner time. She's gonna, you can tell the way she's just holding her head up, looking around out the window. You tell that she's gonna get sassy soon. I'm trying to like tandem wheelie with Skids. It's so hard to hold a similar pace. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's how you do it, chat. Just fucking plow him out of the way. Whoa, Skids is hitting a fakie. What the fuck? Am I seeing this right? Skids is about to hit. We got rollbacks on dirt bikes before we got GTA 5, 6. It is usually, Chris. What time is it? Oh my god, it's only 4:40 though. I feel like it's fucking 6 right now. Dude, Skids with a fakie. Hit a rollback on him. That's a common thing for Carolyn. That's why I haven't given mod out to anyone on YouTube. I've joined a lot of streams that, like, you have too many mods in the chat. It can make it too intimidating for, like, the average person to chime in. Because it seems like you just, like, entered a group chat randomly. And then some mods, like, start bullying on people and shit. I really don't have any mods that ever get weird, though, I don't think. But I definitely see a lot of mods in other people's streams getting weird. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, just like arguing with people or like being all like frisky or some shit. Like, Alex Byron is the main one I'm picturing in particular. All of his mods are women. It's kind of an interesting thing, dynamic of his stream. All of his mods are women. But they be getting like hella Reddit posts about Discord, about Alex Byron's Discord, or about Alex Byron's TikTok mods doing too much. Ah, they didn't answer. Dang, Timmy. Maybe try again tomorrow. Maybe they're just busy. All right. It's time for some frozen dinner for this guy. I don't know if I'm a turkey burger or chicken strips yet. Do give it too much throttle? You want to see me crash real bad? Is that what you mean? Alright. It's time. Dude, I just hate that the chicken strips are sounding good again. That was sick. Hold up. We need to go back and hit that again. I wonder if Skids is about to come ripping by. There he is. I just thought of it. I was like, wait a minute. Dude, Chris, they are. I haven't had them for a while. I just got some frozen ones. I've tried making like my own turkey burgers. Never really worked out for me. Okay, let's hit this ramp. Oh shit, I should have waited for Skids and we could have like hit it together. So like what's best case scenario there? I land like into the bank and then ride down this and then gap down. I don't know why the turkey burger doesn't sound better. I got cheese for it. I got tomatoes and onions to cut up. Maybe it's just I just feel lazy. I don't want to cut up the tomato and onions. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one. No clue. Maybe I'm too lazy to cut that shit up. Yeah, that's what it is. Gosh darn it. Alright, we're out. What should I do on stream tomorrow? We need to do something, man. I know this isn't gonna work. I know this is a terrible thing to stream. I'm setting myself up for failure doing this shit. Nice skids. Hang on to it. Oh. Skids just came hauling. I just keep having a little bit, not enough speed. I just need a tiny bit more speed. Oh, Skid almost gapped right into that ramp. Here we go. Last try. I did it, but my angles were all off, so he didn't do any cool moto whips or nothing. Ground turkey is really mushy and hard to form. Right, especially once you cook it, too. It only gets worse as it cooks, is my problem, Chris. Every time I try cooking homemade ground turkey burgers, they turn out more like meatball texture and even lesser than a meatball. It falls apart more than a meatball. Like you try to scoop that thing onto a burger or pick it up to eat it, and it's like turning into ground turkey as you pick up the sandwich. The more we talk about it, the more a burger sounds good, though. BeamNG Drive. Should I try doing Beam on controller? See if I can get viewership without the wheel out. I just don't. I try not to play driving games on controller because I don't want to be burning myself out on. I've played enough driving games on the sim wheel to drive a guy crazy. No pun intended. Oops. So I try to not burn myself out playing them at all. Also Forza, I've been meaning to play. Oh, I could do the drift challenge up the hill on Forza with my broken ass Xbox controller. Nice. Oh, kind of. That was the closest thing we've had to actually wheeling by each other yet, though. It's so hard to have a matched speed. In real life, it's not that hard. Oh, nice. Into the circle. Oh, let's go up these stairs. If I have wanted to play controller, and I could do like the drift challenge on controller going up the mountain. That's like a relatable thing. And it's also like a challenge stream, and TikTok just thrives on that kind of shit. I feel like you have to form it into a patty, like half frozen. Ooh, and then freeze it. Dude, that's not a bad idea. I gave up on them. I haven't tried making a turkey burger for a long ass time. Oh, fuck. Just a little short. I wonder how Skids is going to come up on it. This is MX Skate 3, right? We got dirt bikes and skate before we got GTA 6, man. What's next? What's next? Who knows? We have 2 viewers on TikTok as well after getting the restriction. I'm really wasting my time here. Awkward, thanks for hopping in the chat, dude. We're actually just about to hop off. Alright, here we go. Why is that such a hard gap to hit? It's a game called Track Day R. And then you just mod the skate map into it. I feel like it's more work than it needs to be, right? Right, that's like, sounds like making a cheeseburger, but just adding extra steps. Imagine I could have landed the front flip perfect. This game's pretty awesome. It is. It's so fun. Not good for streams, though. There's no, like... It's just too aimless of a game for streams. Like, just like Skate 3 is a terrible game to live stream unless you're going for a gap challenge. Because there's the anticipation factor. You're constantly sitting there, like, waiting. Like, is he going to hit it next try? Is he going to hit it next try? Compared to this, it's like you're just watching the guy do the same shit over and over. If I would have did a front flip, I think I would have made it. Alright, we're done. I'm not making the gap. I tried to make that gap for a hot minute before. Skids, thanks for hopping on. Sorry, it was only for a little bit. I gotta make some dinner. I have played MX bikes. I can't get my online to work. My MX bikes is broken. It's driving me nuts. I just saw someone streaming Skate. Nice, Gavin. On YouTube right now? Yeah, Skate can be a super good game to stream, and it can be a super bad game to stream, too. I need to... Maybe I'll research how to download Skate on a computer using an emulator. Because that could be a move. Took a nap, so I was late. Dude, nice, Skids. Nice. Gotta love a good nap. Alright, I think we're out. Trying to think. I mean... Yeah, I'm out. I got TikTok restriction. There's no reason... Not eligible. Oh, it's also age eligible. Or it's also... Oh, wow. We've got multiple restrictions. We've got 3 different restrictions on this stream. Somebody reporting me? Please don't report me, people. I wouldn't be surprised. My live does not contain the content mentioned above. Oh, look at this. Another one. I have like 5 fucking things. Hi, Cassie. Why are you sniffing me like that? He was emulating it. There's a guy playing Skate 3 in a car right now on live. Later, Zonk. Look at the dog. She knows. She knows the keywords when I'm getting off. Why did my power just turn off? Oh, no, it didn't. We're good. Fuck. W chickens, dude. Chris, appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you hanging out. Rawr. Thank you for the super chat. Chris with the fucking 5 super, man. Crazy work. Appreciate the always going support. What's up, B-Man? We're doing good, dude. We're actually just about to hop off stream. Whoa. You're tough. You're acting tough. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Cassie destroy. Cassie destroy. Shake it around and shit. The shit all over the van all the time. All over the van all the time. No stopping it. Alright, we're out. TikTok, adios. Carolyn and Skids, thanks for chilling. YouTube video coming soon. Stream tomorrow. We'll be here. Maybe Skate 3, actual Skate 3 stream tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Peace. Wait. Yeah, we're out. We're out. We're out. Peace. Maybe BMG on controller. I don't know. No, I'm downloading Forza right now. We're playing Forza on stream tomorrow. That's it. I'm deciding it. Chris, you heard that too. Alright. Peace, kids. Bye, Carolyn. Thanks for the support. Peace. They gone. Good ass song. One of my favorite songs to end stream. What am I doing right now? Ending the YouTube stream. Alright, dude. Appreciate you guys. Chris, thank you for all the support, man. Hope you have a great night. Can't wait to see the hoodie show up, man. So stoked on that. So stoked on that. Couldn't believe that email when I got it. I was like, dude, he wasn't fucking kidding. I like your dog. Thank you, Deadpool. I do too. She's a pain in the ass a lot of the time, but we heckin' love Cassie. Good hat. Good dog. Good dog. B-Man, we're bailing, dude. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for pulling up. Ending stream, 2 hours in. Good couple hours stream here. A little bit less than 2 hours. But we'll be on tomorrow. Possibly playing Forza on controller. Going for 1,000,000 drift points up the drift mountain. I think that's going to be the catch tomorrow. I think that's going to be what we're doing. We'll see if it gets downloaded and stuff. So I wouldn't get it. Nah, that's true. That is very true. Still, it's just crazy, dude. A fucking $60 order or whatever that was. That's like... That's crazy. That's sick. That's big celebration sort of shit. That's what I started getting weird about the hoodie. I almost didn't publish it because it costs like... There's like... I don't remember what it costs to make. Very minimal room for having any profit on there. They're like 50 something bucks just to make, like my cost. And I almost stopped because like, dude, like I don't even want to mark that up. But I was like, well, fuck, I'll just put it out with hardly any markup on it, so then it's still buyable. I was like, I don't know. I was getting all starting to second question it all. And I was like, and Chris, you were the reason once again. I was like, God damn, what am I tripping on, dude? Chris literally sent $50 dono. He didn't even get a hoodie out of it. Like the support is, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just such a cheap fuck. Not everyone is fucking living on like a damn cheapo. Appreciate you, man. You got lifetime support right here. Chris, you are a legend, dude. Thank you so much. For real. For real. I'm not gonna lie, we would have gave up on YouTube streaming if it wasn't for you by now, probably. But you were the reminder that, like, dude, I should always be live on YouTube too. There's a different audience on different platforms. There's people that you can reach on different platforms that you couldn't reach elsewhere. Alright, we're out. From the trailer park to wherever y'all are today. Let's see here. Look at that. What a view out the window. A bunch of fucking RVs. But this dagging dog in that RV. Alright, we're out. Chris, have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Catch you tomorrow. Forza tomorrow. Forza tomorrow in the afternoon.